back to Total War Warhammer 3, part 23 of our Zhatan the Black Realm of Souls campaign. In today's episode, we have ourselves a battle against Kislev, our expendable hobgoblin army that arises from sacking the settlements, is facing off against this small settlement of Kislev. They have some reinforcements from the Empire as well, but the auto-resolve said we would lose this fight quite badly, so we are here to try to prove them wrong. We've got all of our army abilities off to the side and all of our cavalry, so we should have what it takes to bring them down. The Kislevites obviously just being quite a hardy folk. That's about all they got going for them. That'll begin. We're going to bring our Javelin cavalry around to the side. Looks like they are going to be content to wait on us since they have both range advantage and they have more range than us. So let's go ahead and push off to this side here. Once the cavalry kind of gets around, we're just going to kind of charge them straight in, shut down these Kossars, and that should be that. Pull the bows into their own unit. Lock these guys. Well, every time I do, they kind of give themselves bad targets. So let's go ahead and just give them manual ones. Just go ahead and tie down all of the spear Kossars. Hit that unit, both of you together. We'll kind of split up just a little bit there. A lot of guys all kind of running around. Give them the old smashing there. Where did the crossbows go? We'll have you two working on that group of crossbows. You can fire on that group of Kossars. And we'll kind of let things keep on progressing here. They are concerned about our cavalry off to the side here, which makes sense. Everyone else continues to move forward. We'll go ahead and bring the Overseer straight in. And against the enemy spearman there is the Lord. Just find someone and give him a chop with that axe. We got questions to axe. Flying on in. Let's leave the others back just in case anything wonky wants to go down. We are about in range. Let's go ahead and throw down the Armor of Contempt for this up front group here. And then we can throw down the Kadai in the middle of all these spearmen here. Well, that is spearmen, so it'll be a bit unfortunate for them. They'll be alright. Pull them all in together against those Kossovite dervishes. 3-on-1 should be an easy win for us. Should be. Hobgoblins stream on into battle. You'd have weight advantage at the very least. And smell will spear horses. Was used quite a bit in the Crusades to defeat the Knights Templar, their horses, their cavalry. They were afeared of camels. Yeah, we are absolutely destroying them, and I haven't even used the Flame and Shadow ability. There's really no reason to, but we'll drop one in there. Pull these guys away so they don't take too much damage from it, but we've pretty much got them smashed. For the blessed motherland. I don't know, you guys. I can't wait for the Hobgoblins to actually have themselves their own unique faction. The Goblins are my favorite of the Greenskins, besides Wurzag and his Savage Orcs. The Spicy Danger Noodles say goodnight, and with a dance they leave. But I think the Kislevites are broken. I don't know, it's just me. They go there. Go ahead and explode this unit that's kind of hanging out in the middle there. The Wolf Cavalry can kind of surge in, break whoever is left. Although they do become unbreakable by our blood ability, so we've got to wait till that wears off. Denoted by the little sparkles. Ooh, so shiny. Ooh, that was a stab to the gut. It's going to be hard to recover from that one. Yep, the Hobgoblin army swarms over the countryside and destroys the city just as we needed them to. A lovely well done. Alright, we'll take it. We only lost 157, which is great because this army does no kind of replenishing whatsoever. We deployed an equal number to them and lost almost none. AI didn't do great at camping their archers. They had a range advantage on us, but did not use it. We will go ahead and sack the settlement here, as we do get a bit more movement for winning a battle. So, no matter what, we can always sack it and then reclaim. Have we done anything for... Yeah, we've got several factories in already. Let's go ahead and throw in... I guess another factory, yeah. We've got plenty of raw materials coming on in, and everything is very cheap right now. Factories as far as the eye can see. The oblasts are lovely for factories. There are 4 of them. And now the oblasts are looking rather nice here. And that's not even one of our main armies. We do have some ogres raiding in our lands. I think we're going to do lots of auto-resolve in the ogres. Let's see if I can bring these guys down. It looks like it's pretty elite. We can see, what, 2 units of Iron Guts, which are kind of their... Next, I guess this is just the 2nd tier unit. They have a scrap launcher, though, and I have nothing to kind of counter that. I would like to grab something, too, so let's jump into our Legions of Chaos. We would need cavalry to do so. I do like the Fleshhounds of Khorne. Fleshhounds of Khorne are great. Oh, they already have Blood Crushers in, too. Ooh, Blood Crushers are even better. Against infantry... Valkia could give us some... We can get some Chosen off of the puppets. While not great, the ogres do struggle immensely against heavy armor, and the Chosen are incredibly heavily armored. They're just going to cost a pretty penny. You know what? Let's go ahead and grab a couple units of Chosen. These guys are never going to really give us anything better. I think we have the possibility of getting Knights at some point, but we really don't have... anything besides. So 2 turns is hit here for Durgrime Cragbrows. Our global is almost all the way taken up. Back at home, Folge is destroying things, and we are trying our best to recover from it. I think we'll give them a single... Obviously, the Dreadquake Mortar is... I don't know. We may just go for extreme mobility on these guys. Keep it very cheap. We'll grab one of the Dreadquakes if we feel like we need it, but scrap launcher. He's not going to give us any of his recipes. I wasn't asking, I can't lie. Not even a little bit. So I've done all of the upgrading we are really able to. It's just a bunch of click buttons since we were able to afford absolutely everything right now. So if kind of click through, except for over here at Gash Hadrak in the Plains of Zharr. Notice that's why we are down on our efficiency. It's at 90%. It's because of Gash Kadrak. We are destroying this, turning it into a factory, fixing things right up, and we'll be back at 100 as things are supposed to be. Lovely, lovely. Do I have the... We could take this all the way up to tier 3 already for 240, and I think we will. What is labor good for if not rushing our buildings? Please wait. Okay, so what our kind of final goals for this campaign are going to be is obviously to claim the last of these relics. We're going to be very completionist with this and get through all of these battles here, figuring out what all of the unique armies are kind of running with. It's very fun to see what all of these different armies that CA has crafted, especially to be a pain. We know that the lesser ancestor relic of Scavor down here is going to be one that we do slot into the drill, since the bracers are not a great item. They're pretty, I mean, they're not bad, I'm not going to lie, but nothing just mind-blowing. So we'll slot those into the drill, giving us a little bit more casualty replenishment. And I did decide between... Basically, it was between the Relic of Valaya, because you get extra control faction-wide, and then a huge drop to your rush construction labor cost. However, the healing salve, we could go ahead and slot... It says for a Lord's army, but if we go ahead and slot this onto a hero... For that final battle there, we'll have extra melee defense, extra physical resistance, and then the Darkened Mist ability, which will be a nice damage over time. We can use 3 different times for any areas that are going to get to harry there for that final battle, since we have no clue what's coming. I cannot wait. The other one we're going to go ahead and claim for the drill, as I lose my voice, is going to be the Corrupted Hammer of Smednir, which will give us 20 extra armor and 15% weapon strength for all Chaos Dwarf infantry. That's all of your normal Dawizar infantry. This isn't going to include, obviously, the Bull Centaur renders. That would be insane, but making all of our Infernal Guard extra strong is going to be just incredible. Ithras, keep on moving. I'm very surprised they didn't just hunt you down. As long as you can keep surviving and doing some raiding, I'm gonna be happy to let you do some. You move on up north. Sweet business. I will throw Sisithris, who has recently gained a whole bunch of new upgraded soldiers from the army that we just kicked on out. Move into Gash Kadrak, and then prepare to wage war proper against the greenskins here, starting to move up towards that next ancestor relic. We may grab, depending on whichever one we get to first, it'll be either Smednir, which we have to go ahead and claim Karak Doom, or we have to grab the, I think this is actually a battle we have to get to. Yeah, it's an actual battle up here in the north. But who is claiming Karak Doom at the moment? Oh, war with Nurgle. That should be fun. Very slow moving, although big boy Kugath himself is going to be a problem. All of their artillery are very deadly to make up for the fact. Alright, this one we'll go ahead and give it the auto-resolve though, because we have plenty of excellent battles to go ahead. That was a lot of casualties. Rude. We will sack the settlement first, of course. Oh, okay, I guess we'll leave. No? Bring me back. Go ahead and take Hell Pit from them. They don't need it anyway. Take you on up to tier 2 as a lovely new tower. Easier to defend and to give us more casualty replenishment faction-wide. At least I believe it's supposed to. So which ones give you more casualty replenishment? That's really interesting. Or was that a complete bug? I remember earlier on in our campaign. Let's see if I can suss out the problem here. Oh, it doesn't do it anymore. Interesting. Yeah, no. So before, this 100% gave us extra replenishment. And on Drazwood's campaign, you got extra, extra research rate. Maybe that's gone. Or we have extra recruitment instead. Okay, we're not going to sit here and worry about it too long. We'll swing back over to some of the armies that can move. We'll throw in at Hell Pit the Wolf Tamer. If he's good, he'll still have a full complement of limbs. Soon, TM. We'll go ahead and upgrade the battlements as well here. We should have plenty of labor. I actually am going to be pulling new labor into the Hell Pit region here. The Wilhelm scream every time you open up the screen is great. It's called the Black Blood Pass, correct? Indeed. We need about 3 ticks of that at the very least. Bring them on in, and then that should allow us to grab the mortar launcher, no problem. There we go, keep the Kislevites pinned down from Hell Pit. Hell Pit will be launching nightmares daily. Alright, Zhatan. Well, it's probably a good idea to start working on your mentor. I still don't think we care so much about your lackeys. So we go for marshaled military or lucky lackeys. Wretched warhost for the centaurs and Kadai, of which we have very few. The marshaled military it is, so extra 5 to melee defense and attack, and extra 15% spell resistance. Good old Shax. Love that he's wearing a mask. The Lucha Libre Bull Centaur. Let's give him the hard to hit. Extra melee defense is always great. Namadid, we will give you, I guess, boost income. Make sure that passive is fixed up now. It drops enemy income, increases your own. It's kind of interesting. Okay. Oh, we get ahead of an autosave there randomly. That was a bit freaky. Let's make sure we get about to get hit by the random boss fight that no one was expecting. Keep pushing up north through this camp for sure. We'll pull you out of this. Well, I guess we can keep you in encampment. Push you into the encamp or the battle range. Having to be a little bit finicky there. We charge forward, we break them. No one falls, we gain a scroll of leeching. Very nice. 22 captives? Fair enough. There weren't that many of them at the camp. Oh, both of you guys got something good there. Not bad, not bad. Let's go ahead and scoot you forward. Beautiful, though I'd like to get an ambush stance, so you just stay in encampment. You switch to the sneaky mode, and will continue to be a big pain. Just block up the pass there. Grab the passive ability for casting the spells, metal shifting, giving us a little bit more damage for 13 seconds after casting a spell. It's not a ton, but every little bit does help, especially against the ogres. Skirmish tactics, even a bit more speed. Let's go for the noob tube from range. Raza, you can keep moving up ever so slightly. And recruiting in some more lads. So we've got the two archers. Let's go ahead and pick out one more of you. We'll grab 2 wolf raiders. I cannot wait to use these Slaaneshi Chaos Warriors. It's too bad they're not chosen, but I don't know that the Warriors of Chaos actually get access to chosen, or the Demons of Chaos rather get access to the chosen. Kind of their thing. The warriors don't usually get access to the exalted. Alright, Fortress of Vorag. I think we would like to put you. We've got 2 factories, so we'll go for the incinerator. And then for the other one, we'll grab the housing once more. Good, looking good. We could rush through the housing here. Grab the 2nd tier. Probably rush through that as well, grab the 3rd tier, but we won't. It seems a bit silly. I am kind of tempted to rush this one. We'll see how much more labor we need to pull on over. We actually don't, but we will just to be safe. This was the Plane of Bones. But do you always forget? Let's grab some here. Shove them on into the Plane of Bones. That way there's no issues next turn. Awesome. I think we will go ahead and switch this over to the higher quotas now. We've built just about everything we're worried about, and then the things that are a bit less expensive don't really bother me too much. We are going to be getting to this battle with Krykta very soon, and then... Oh, these other ones are quite a ways away, but we'll get there too. We shall get there too. Astrogoth, I'm going to take you out of raiding. And instead, we're going to try to go for an ambush. Obviously, we can't stand in her territory because we'll take free attrition. And that sounds terrible. Hang out in the pass here. Orc Peak could likely be attacked by Vlassi. Ending here. Like 50-50 if we would win that one. I can't lie. Let's just hang out in the pass here. If he attacks it, so be it. We just deal with it from there. You come on through. Be a nice little spy for us. Thank you, Kazadni. Gorth, it's time for you to strike on out against either the demons or the ogres or the Ard boys there, which... Who is more dangerous? Likely the ogres, since we have an army already up here, so let's go ahead and start pushing him through that way then. His army is an auto-resolve monster. We'll go into march, fly out over to the demon stump. See if we see any goodies over here. Haven't spotted Chungus King just yet. He is no doubt nearby. Awesome. You go ahead and steal me some technology. Only a 30% chance, maybe from the Lair of the Troll King then. 50% is much higher. But when you succeed. And started yelling at me. What do you want? Oh, she's the smallest cat, but she definitely has the worst attitude. You will go ahead and give you the... Asminius, are you supposed to be out of an army? Likely not. I think this was the one I initially intended to put into Zhatan's army, and I just couldn't completely have it yet. Don't you worry, he'll get there eventually. When we need him. Ambush is going on. Everyone is good and moved. Got some commandments to pass out, and that'll probably be the turn there. Zharr-Naggrund, we will give you the higher quotas for now, although, yeah, we'll just go for higher quotas. This will be turned into a factory and make us all the money here soon. Awesome, awesome. Help it. We'll make you the Masterful Architect. Check right up below C rank. Box makers are thinking about making some deals with us. Well, little do you know, we have a plan for you.
That my elixirs cannot remedy. The Darklander persuades me.
It wasn't that hard. You gave me money too.
God?
The Tong are fairly useless, but we'll take a deal with them.
Your life is forfeit. If you accept that,
You need to relax, bud. I'll drop 3 Dreadquakes straight down your chimney.
I concur.
You won't even know what happened. We'll do it before tea. Midland and Grimgor would both like peace.
Yes.
Nah, there's no peace.
Bruise
Only the void.
bubble.
Lassie or Ganut. Gaunt. Probably someone who's looked down upon in his society. Greasus is useless as usual. I will grab the mission for Morg. And then the mission for... Oh, but he gives a lot for how weak you are. Yeah, we'll accept the mission for Baroda here. Your target needs to be... Just chase this guy around. This poor man here. Volkia. The subject of your ire is this fool. The Kundites, you need to keep working on whatever you're doing there. I'm not going to direct you. You guys are fighting Kastalton as a team. That's the tag team beat down on Kastalton in the mountains there. Wish we could kind of spectate that battle whenever it does go down. Post upgrade available. We have so much gold flowing. A colony it is. Grumpiest colony that has ever existed. You better believe it. Oh, hello, Volkia. She wants us to join her war against Nurgle. It is not yet time. Let me break Catarin, and then we'll join you. Squidgy boys shall be purged with fire, don't you worry. Thraz was killed in the line of duty. He just died from attrition. And Harek is back. Oh, does he come back with a full retinue, or did he come back after I've disbanded him? Because that's really sad if he did. We need to destroy Nubzub. Convoys have completed. Awesome. Alright, Sundries. Where are we going to send you next? Looks like Alexandrinov is fairly undefended, and this is more or less their capital, so that's where we're headed. Go ahead and jump into his Z-stance and fly away. Zoishank, we shall upgrade. We are leaving some territory pretty undefended, so we have to be aware we'll likely get stricken. Because the Kislevites are vengeful. So, Zhatan, unfortunately, I do have to bring you through this way to attack Ostrosk, just to make sure. I figured Kazimir would still be here. We could deal with him in an auto-resolve, and then come on down and fight that cool one. Proper ancestor battle with Drasoeth. Easier win than the last one up there at Hellpit. I mean, we lost pretty equal. We sacked the settlement for disrespect purposes. And then we claim it. Oh, we also, I guess, for hobgoblin purposes as well. Of course, how could I forget? Masterful Architects, repair, and then we'll grab the walls. Welcome, buddy. We're very, very happy to have you. Bring the wolf taming pins there, and we can get down to that fight. Over in the Gulf. Don't you run, Ricta. You know what must be done. We'll start the battle off with the Dreadquakes and let Drowsowith join in later. The Dreadquakes can soften them up. Alright, Drowsowith, try to make sure they can't escape. And we can soften this army up with some nasty. Although they are filled with some nasty themselves. Prepare thyself, Krikta. Doom approaches. Decisive victory. Though, don't diminish my win here. Yes, I knew I was coming in with overwhelming force, and we get only one use of Dreadquake. Fair enough, okay. I tried to cheese that one, but turns out no, it was going to tell me no to that. Okay, Krikta. He is a red-crested skink. So I believe now they are all immune to contact effects. Yep. Which is very cool. I'm actually excited to get in. I would like to get in and do some Hen and Wayne gameplay before too long here. Take a quick look at the map. I believe it'll just be your typical island battle. It's like a lot of open ground. They're going to have a really bad time with their infantry, of course, but these guys are always pretty deadly, so let's see how many casualties we can mitigate here. Battle begin. Alright then. Yeah, this looks like we're in Bretonia. Are we in Bretonia? Yeah, we are. We are indeed, we're in Bretonia. Lovely. Well, the peasants can watch a horrifying battle that they definitely didn't expect to take place. Yeah, here they are. Just looking out the window. Oi, John! What do you see? What's going on over there? Yep, let's get this thing going. Double down on the Dreadquakes. We're going to want to obliterate the Temple Guard before they get too close, allowing us to completely focus on all the flyers. We are going to offer up 2 of you as sacrifices to those flyers and all of his artillery teams. I am tempted to put the boys on separate sides. Our 2 Dreadquakes over here, letting them fire over while everyone else advances from the other side, causing the AI to have to make decisions. The decisions they make will likely be go destroy those Dreadquakes. They're causing me heartache. But, I mean, we could get lucky. Set these guys up here. Shut down any flanking opportunities with these blunderbusses. Fourth infantry. These guys slightly angled. And covering the front. Getting back to making proper battle lines. Throw some laborers off on this side to chuck in on the flanks if anyone needs to be run down. Lads in behind. Fireglaives covering the flank since we are definitely outnumbered to start here. Let's go ahead and pull over Uziaza angle. That way we can have all our reinforcements showing up after things get going. Both the Dreadquakes over here. Probably put one of them on the other end. That way both of them can't get shut down at the same time. It'll cause my micro to suffer, but I think we'll be happier for it in the long run. We will throw both of you in the back to act as moving tar pits. Because very unfortunately for them, they do not stack up against any of the Lizardmen cavalry whatsoever. Infantry, the elite here, ranged, and then our big boys here. Demon Smith is on the ground, so let's make him our linchpin between the Drossar warriors. Go ahead and throw blunderbuss units slightly more forward so not being obstructed by the trees. Alright, well. That's the battle. Let's get it going. And I will take both of you guys off of fire at will after you take your first shots, which is a beautiful sight. Just lovely. And blow up these temple guards. They need to go away. And if you can take out a few Kroxigor, I would really not complain. But really would be better to go after the temple guard. Okay, looks like the enemy lord is playing. Oh, I left our other laborers all the way on the other end. Showing how much we truly do care about them. Pretty sure I gave you guys different targets, but they're going to full-blown ignore me. Okay, so interesting, the Troglodyte's gonna take a shot. Not get hit. Lightning coming on down. Yeah, that hurts. Who is casting that? It's not the Skink Chief, is it? don't think the skink has lightning. Oh man, one of these guys is an oracle, isn't he? I don't see him though, that's the problem. Oh, it's the Coatl. Duh. Pull on through, wait for these guys to scoot forward, go ahead and charge down this Troglodon. You go ahead and stop him real quick for me. Not grab the Iron Demon, scoot everyone else forward. You three go ahead and try to run down this Red Crested Skink Chief. You keep pulling on away, and we keep drop the Vial of Hashut over here on... We definitely want to save it for the Dread Saurian. What am I talking about? Overcast the Spirit Leech here. Grab our Kadai. We'll have two of them hit these Sacred Croxgore, and the other two go after the Salamander Hunting Pack. Slanesh Fiends go after the... We can run down the big boy in the center here, just kind of keep him bogged down, that'd be great. We'll get to see some lovely Die Destroyer v big boy action. Let's go pull these guys just right here. Try to minimize friendly fire, just send the sneaky hits forward. Let themselves take some damage. Drowswith, go ahead and find the enemy. Not Temple Guard, that'd be pretty foolish. Drop the nonsense of the Dread Saurian. Keep overcasting there. Cannon shot going through. Armor of Contempt on the front line. We'll go ahead and drop down the nuke on the back there. Keep moving them forward. Dreadquakes keep blasting away at the Salamander Hunting Packs. We're here now. Line rifles switch targets. Drowswith, come on through. We'll go ahead and drop down the double overcast Ash Storm on everyone in this position here. They're going to try to focus fire down Drowswith. Big boy himself in the center line there, just ripping guys apart. He is losing to... Let's go ahead and slow things down. We're missing a good bit of this battle here. It's a pretty intense one. Happy to see the spawn of Slanesh taking a brunt of the damage, but the Dread Saurian has been ripped to shreds. I think the Kadai Destroyer and combo with the Slaneshi have been pretty good work there. The Dwarf Warrior's taking a lot of damage. Let's find our blunderbusses here in this carnage. Go for the Spirit Leech once more on their Lord there. Drowswith give you a little bit of help. First, if I shoot down on these guys here, the Stylodon should be taking plenty of damage. We'll go ahead and drop his armor a bit. Got extra Kadai to throw down. Where are we struggling? We're struggling nowhere at the moment. Looks like these Temple Guard could use a little bit of rumpus. Make sure the line rifles and shotguns really just kind of stand out front. It looks like we've got them. We did learn, though, that Lamasus do not beat a Bastillodon in a battle, though. They are quite terrible. They're gone. Go ahead and stop firing there. That's going to do too much friendly fire damage. Looks like we also have the Sacred Croxgore in the middle here to deal with. The Coatl is still waddling around in the back line there. We chased off the Dread Saurian, which could come back, so all of archers. Go ahead and turn and fire here. Same thing with you two. Go ahead and hunt that poor guy down. The Dread Saurian is a huge unit. Honestly, struggling a little bit more than I'd like him to be. Go ahead and drop down the weakness to fire, then just bring down the surge of fire. Funny how badly the Lamasu is losing. I'm gonna leave him in because he doesn't deserve to survive if he can't win that battle. Get him, Drowswith. Solar Focusing Crystal, and there's the win. absolute swarm of danger noodles. I actually think it would have been a better battle if I had only had the one army to focus down on the micro. But we will take the victory and the artifact. Alright, we'll take the win. We completely ran them over. We had a pretty extreme number advantage there. A one-on-one between Drozwoth and this army would have been pretty even, actually. Let's go ahead and take the captives. They sink, and we claim the Ancestor Relic of Scavor. At last, the ancient Relic of Scavor is in our grasp. With the power of the runic bracers bound to demonic power, our dream of reaching Hashut's fiery realm would be one step closer to realization. Having said that, the recognition and influence you would gain from keeping the bracers for yourself would be glorious. The temptation almost too good to pass up. It would be glorious. We will use it for the drill. And we have gained ourselves a great Taurus. Awesome.
The third demon lends brutal strength to the engines of the drill. Yet, as this vile spirit writhes in the final throes of freedom, it spits out a message of mockery. This bitter prophecy forecasts the union of the mountain realms. That a mighty army amasses to right the grudge that burns on the pages of the Damas Kron, for the desecration of their holy relics.
And bring it, dwarves. So just one more relic, and that is the start of the final battle there. Sweet. Spoiled and disfigured by demonic binding, your demon smiths have rendered the runic bracers of Scavor to be no more than mere fragments of chaos. Though the efforts of sorcery and hellish science, they have been made one, or through the efforts of sorcery and hellish science, they've been made one with the great drill of Hashut for eternity. May their power fuel our drill as it carves a path through the magma our sorcerers desperately crave. Indeed. And so since the last one we are going to claim for the actual drill itself requires us to claim Karak Doom, we can pretty easily work our way around that. Next one being Karak Azorn, and then through to Valaya, which appears to be resting somewhere in Kislev at the moment. So that's where we're going to be headed towards next. Drozwoth, that is going to be your job. We can pass off all of the line rifles and such that Assistit's rolling with. That would just be great. Yep, you three go ahead and switch armies. We'll go ahead and take these archers. That's going to be a bit of an imbalance, but that'll be alright. Gives Drozwoth a proper firing line. Stroll indeed. Let's get moving. Where's the nearest port? Over here at Shatterstone Bay? Perfect. We can just kind of leave him out, scooting around and looking for goodies out on the high seas. I think extra replenishment rate would be nice, so Voice of Hashut for this one. And then we'll give him the extra replenishment rate here too. Just keep them in the fight as long as we can. Sisithris will give you the cooldown reduction to all spells is nice. Go for the extra replenishment though. That has been serving us quite well. And we'll go also very nicely with the Runic Bracers of Scavor. We will grab Zhatan, his standard die, allowing him to give everyone around him a little bit more melee defense, him included. 24 more is a ton. And then we may end up grabbing him. Well, hard to hit makes him really tough to bring down, so that's what we're going for sure. Raid boss Zhatan. Or Lord Shax. Hard to hit for you as well, and then we'll work down to the Blade Master. He doesn't really need to be any faster. It helps, but it's more of a win more at this moment. I'd rather make sure he gets through his fights with as little damage as possible taken. Your next skill, I think we'll go for Blade Master for whenever you are in battle. Lots of skills to pass out. overseers that completed their mission. We'll go ahead and grab the inspiring presence then.
Cinderbraj.
Final point into scouting here. Draz will keep working on his unique skills, so we are Legion sounds great. This just gives us extra income faction-wide. So, Greed of Asgore it is. Skirmish tactics working on towards those molten cores. Sundering attacks are incredible, especially on missiles. Look how chunky these boys look here. They don't look like bull centaurs at all. This looks like Kirby that ate too much. The really pointy teeth. How amusing. Alright, well, we'll have it assisted then. Where's the next ditto shiny on the sea here? Looks like over here. Journey awaits. Your journey awaits. Okay, so extra rail network at the Black Fortress. Bane Barracks is what we've got so much gold and so little to do with it. Charcoal Forge would be great to rush now. Same thing with the... We don't really need the gold. What else could we reasonably rush? We'll do both of these here, even though I said we don't need the gold. I feel much better about paying 300 than I do about paying nothing for full upgrade, so I'm on that at all. Go into March stance, get caught up with these guys here. Could be able to push forward once more here. Claim even more territory for us. Oh, Greasus. He does have a stone horn, so I mean that's going to be pretty deadly. The rest of his army is a squad of Chunguses. Scoot up. Still in ambush. I'll pull you back. Can I pull you back any at all? That might be a little bit of an impotent ambush, but we'll try it anyway. Try it anyway. Meanwhile, Gorth can move up this direction. Reason we are using underway is so I can move it extra far without the danger that March throws us in. So we'll grab an extra factory here. And the Bloodthirster prison right on the bank of the Rizzer Ruin, an immense pillar of rock juts forth, holding captive the Bloodthirster Baltor, and preventing his escape. I mean, is that a good idea? What happens when he does escape? Don't worry about that, he'll never escape. Over at the Plain of Zharr, we'll grab 300 of that, and we'll just grab these guys right away. Unique landmark, don't mind if I do. Especially one that gives us extra Winds of Magic capacity for faction-wide, +5. And then allows us to recruit Demon Smith Sorcerers wherever we want. Yes, please. Then we grab our Obsidian Quarry as well. Take 4 turns. We want to make sure we have some labor on in, so we'll accept new labor here. Lovely. Oh, Kislev, you would like some upgrades. I'm happy to go ahead and provide. Let's grab ourselves yet another Demon Smithy here. Grab the tower raids, or roads, and then the hattery. They won't just make you a hat, but sell it to you too. This extra recruitment cost reduction for Chaos Dwarf infantry in this region, which is not amazing. We're more here for the furs. We trade with Chaos. We'll make all of Chaos nice hats too. Don't really care about upgrading the Bale Taurus building anywhere except for here. Although we have the Bull Centaurs that I'd like. What we're going to do is we're going to make this army have actual Bull Centaurs in it as well. We'll use those to fight off the Ogre and Chaos Menaces down here in the south. Oh, I see, never mind. It's going to be a while before we're able to actually afford that. So maybe we try a Death Shriek rocket core. We've got several armies that are full of Dreadquakes. We've got several Iron Demons. These guys we only have in Zhatan's army. So let's go on back up north here with Kazadny. Just into the gates of Zharr. We will kick out 2 of these archers. And we'll just have 3 of those Death Shrieks. No, I guess we could afford 2 Death Shrieks. Such is the way. 2 Death Shrieks and another Wolf Raider. Indagaz, let's use you as a spy as well, so just kind of send you well into the north. Up into the Vale of Titans somewhere, sounds good. Vale Taurus buildings again, do not care about them at all. We'll grab 1 more Great Kiln of Shoot. All the extra research rate we do absolutely care about. High quality assembly line, gold refinery. Stronger walls as well. Alright, which of our lords needs movement? Looks like most of them. We've got much to do. Nubzub. You sod right. That's a lot of ROR units. Here's what we'll do. Laz. Go up here and see how many of these guys you can poison. Ooh, 12% chance. I believe in you. Oh, you failed. Who would have guessed it? We'll have him move up just to eagle areas, keep it safe. Field attack, bud. Ooh, well done. There are ogres and greenskins aplenty in the mountains. We need to keep these armies being built. If we can start assaulting from different sides too, that'll be very great. We'll grab Killing Fire for when you are in an army. I think we'll want to add you in pretty soon. Recruiting up once more. You're not right in the head. I can prove it. We've got the Carfax. Get Volksgrad and keep on moving. We're just going to keep dismantling Kislev little by little. TZARINA may have claimed the 1 settlement from us, but we are slowly taking her people hostage and putting them to work. Making us pencil sharpeners. I think we might need... Oh, we've got a really, really good raw material output still, so let's go ahead and occupy this as a factory too. We'll do these 2 as factories, and then we'll do Fort Yakova and Igorov as outposts, and then we'll put both of the boosting buildings in here and see how much we can boost it. And have a half and half. What is these? We'll grab the walls first on both. Make sure we stay building carefully. Excellent. Next, we'll grab the spoilers for that extra income from stacking.
Doomskull Key.
The right proper to spoiler, and then we'll grab the... Ooh, I think we'll go for Blade Master. Kind of same upgrade path on most of them. Could have you pass out. Nah. Speed is the way. They already suffer from pretty bad indecision. Making sure our mages are fast is pretty important. Otherwise, they get shot to bits in the sky. All our skills are passed out. Lovely. Go our large list of lords. Doesn't look like she's falling for your ambush there, Astrogoth. We should probably turn around and deal with Spartak, though, who has recruited up a whole force. She's kicked out all of her... She kicked out all of her big bears. We strike now. You can't assault her units, but go ahead and assault the units at Seepgore. Oh, you failed. Alright. Well, one more battle here for this episode. It's TZARINA versus the Iron Hand. If we lose a Quark Peak, so be it. Gives us a Pyrrhic victory. It's going to be a tough one. Anytime we see a blue circle go down, we'll want to make sure we actually watch it. Garrison itself is going to be pretty dangerous too. That's a lot of guys throwing arrows at us. Let's go ahead and Charge on in. Okay, so perfect. We need to find a nice corner to hold up in, and to let all these huge amounts of Gislevites run over here towards us. Where does the map end? That's a bad spot to hold up. Right here might not be so horrible. They've got these weird little nasty coral geysers. Throw the hell cannons in on the top of the hill. We did attack them, so they will still likely wait for us. Make sure you guys, our artillery teams, are in front. You guys, guard mode, protect the flank. Astragoth on his little mobility scooter there. Power walker. Warriors. Grenade chuckers, which in 3.1 do not have access to armor-piercing grenades. That has all been gone. They have a sundered armor instead, which is nowhere near as strong, but it's fine. It allows the second volley to do quite a bit more damage. That first one there is just a little bit less effective. How do we work with the terrain here? We want the iron glaives to for sure be on the side since they have bonus fee large, even if it's a small, only a small amount. Terrain here is really strange, but we can use it to our advantage. Don't want them to be down next to the hell cannons. We do have about only the range of the Streltsy with those guys there. Blunderbuss is in the center. I'll have one of you. Do need them holding the center too. We'll probably just have a unit of the hobgoblins he gets here, because we don't really care if they get taken out by friendlies. Bale Taurus, 2 Lamasu, and the Great Taurus, which is an interesting squad of units we have here. Taruk, actually, our Taruk is going to be even better for that. You guys hide in the woods. You can wait for if anything really goes bad there. Same here. And then we'll have more of the explosives just kind of protecting the flank there. They're all single entities, so we'll put them all in one. Since they're likely to stay back, we'll have Astaroth come on up so we can chase them on over. This is about as defensive as we can get. Let's get this battle started. Oh yeah, here they come. Kislev is angry. Get on, dudes. I've got nothing to throw at you yet, you're lucky. Oh, actually we do. Launch. It'll likely hit no one, but it's amusing and disrespectful. Scoot off to the side. We'll go ahead and start pulling the beasties. Yep, get ready, get ready. Oh, they've dropped down the bitterness of winter on them. But to show you some bitterness. Let's explode this unit of Kossars, and then we'll have you guys go after Streltsy once they hit in range. Doing some pretty good damage to the bears, though. I am quite impressed. Not getting each other's way there. Going very wide. Zeke gets pulled back just a bit there. You're gonna get run over. Casting Death Frost on Astragoth. That's not very nice. Astragoth will remember this. Oh, he's gonna remember that too. Run, buddy! Let's go ahead and drop down the heel. Even though that's kind of, I realize that's kind of foolish. Where's TZARINA throwing spells at us from? Likely over here in the forest somewhere. You quit that. Okay. Here they come. Haruk, you meet them in the middle there. Overcast the Ash Storm. Black Hammer. And then we'll drop down the cloak on yourself, so you should be able to shrug off a lot of damage. They are doing pretty well for themselves. Go ahead and drop this down here. Go ahead and scoot you guys up. Start blasting away at these Kossars. Charge them down. There are 2 units of Kislevites here. Give them a hug. Extremely angry one. You go ahead and turn and blast these guys away with your shotguns, please. Please. Oh, do so quickly. Die in the back line. And I will actually go ahead and give these guys some extra help. Bale Taurus, this is where you're going to come in. You guys scoot on back. You go ahead and break these Streltsy. We'll have the Lamasu kind of fly over the top. Don't worry, you guys will have your day. Keep breaking them. Love to hear the line rifles going off. Alright, now we can get them. All is one. Destroy the bears. They can't kill us all. Oh no, that's gonna be bad. Pull out of that. I don't even know what it is. It definitely was bad. I'm glad we got away. Would you stop casting spells back there? The Danger Noodles got defeated. Hunt down this other snow leopard here. We'll go ahead and drop the Cascade of Cloak of Fire there. I think the TZARINA's closing in on having enough. We did completely lose that unit of Blunderbuss, was likely to friendly fire, so be more careful, forehead. Turn and attack the guys in the woods here. You guys easily defeated the units thereafter. Thomas the Doom Train, come over here and deal with these Warbear Riders. Lamasu, do you have any more bound spells? Sure do. Go ahead and drop that on you. Drop leadership on these Warbear Riders that are charging in, and whatever other kind of debuffs you can get on them as well. Armor of Contempt needs to go down on everyone in the forest here. I think as far as everyone else in Kislev, we've got them. Blunderbuss unit, this Blunderbuss unit definitely got probably taken out by a nice, healthy volley of friendly fire. Bring you two over to deal with its arena. I see one of our Llamas who's having a really bad day. That's fine, they're ugly. They're used to it. I will say, as far as all of the Chaos Dwarfs go, the Lamasu has been my most underperforming unit. Don't like them. Oh, Doom Train, what are you doing? You aren't meant for melee, you're meant for range combat. Get away from there. Fire one more cannonball through just for good measure. And I think we've got him. And the TZARINA's broken. Just chase these horse archers out of the woods here. You see, when I told you to shoot them, that didn't mean charge them down with those blades. There are differences. See, that's way better. Got that bear cold. That's the win. Excellent. Decisive victory, rather. Ooh, it's getting late. Yeah, the TZARINA had to, I guess, disband those 3 elemental bears because she couldn't quite pay for them, and that was the end for the Ice Court. With the breaking of their queen, it's definitely going to be only a matter of time. Enables frostbite attacks and causes terror when fighting against Kislev. He's now the fastest little terror bomb there ever was. We'll turn in and claim the seat gore now. And this one's got 1 factory and 3 outposts. We'll go ahead and turn... Interesting. This is meant to be the capital, and it's a factory. Turn you into an outpost. We'll have the factory helping this province turn out a ton of extra raw materials. But said province is under our control now. We turn it into a tower, though. I'm kind of interested in doing so. We'll go ahead and convert this into a tower as it's meant to be. Then do we lose these other... Unfortunate. We'll leave them in then. We'll just go ahead and give this the repair, and I will look around for any other kind of buildings we need to build on in. But with that victory over the TZARINA, I'm out of time for today. I've been at Jesus to the War. Remember to leave a like for the like, and a sub for the sub zone, and I will see you on the next one.